You know what it says on his cape? MS-13.
What?
Wow. Did he pee on it first? Oh, no, it was just straight gasoline.
Peeing on it? Okay.
It looked like pee for a second. This one's the better, more reliable version.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been
You're still talking about
years.
that guy?
You're asking...
Salty!
OT!
Have you been outside? Oh my God, what a manly voice crack.
Have you been outside?
I did actually go outside. I decided I was going to go camping. That was kind of fun.
I can't wait to hear about that.
You also went outside.
I did. I went on a little last-second adventure myself as well.
I can't wait to actually go through some of those details, but we have...
Dude, so much
news to talk about today, dude.
So much.
You've got a really funny video too, though. I can't wait to show that one. But no, we have no time. We have no time.
To the news, to the memes.
To the news. Did you know bagged milk exists?
I did hear that that's something Canadians have.
Disgusting. Milk comes in bags. Did you know, fun fact, if you've ever had a milkshake or a McFlurry from McDonald's, you've had milk out of a bag? Checkmate.
Ruined.
Salty and I were riffing about that before we started recording today. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Bagged milk does create less recyclable waste. On the plus side, that's kind of nice. On the downside, you look weird doing it. It's really weird. Ew.
There it is.
A bag of milk? Disgusting.
Milk is milk, though. Good in all forms, you know?
Yeah, I drink it straight from the plastic udder myself.
It's true. The plastic udder. Okay, yes. Yeah. Same.
All right.
Don't tell anyone. No germs. No germs.
We'll get started. Dude, you know how I normally have a cute animal to pull up?
Yes. You better.
I have a new one for us today. This is the dwarf Japanese flying squirrel.
Oh, my.
And it looks just like a Pokemon.
Look at him. Yeah, I want to capture him.
Cute.
My little Pokeball. My little friend. Oh, it's like a little bunny almost. Look at his little nose.
Oh, wait. We'll feed 25 shelter pets for free? Flying dwarf squirrels that live on an island in Japan look like giant cotton balls. Yeah, they do. They're so sweet, dude.
With beady little eyes.
We have invasive species of squirrels where I am, and I really wish these were the invasive species of squirrels, but unfortunately they were not. These ones were not imported. They should have been.
If only all invasive species could just be cute, cuddly little animals and just squeeze them and kiss them.
Yeah, instead of horrendous home wreckers. I'm looking at you, gray squirrels.
Exactly.
All right. Let's get into the meat of it today. First off, we're looking at, dude, do you remember washing dishes for a living?
Yeah. Wendy's. Oh. Yes. Hey, that's unsanitary. Hey.
I got so distracted, I forgot to read it. When your coworkers bring you more dishes right after you finished. Oh my God, dude. Yes.
Fired,
you
dude.
think you finally got a moment to rest and they bring you another stack? No! Or when they bring you a tray, and like the customers have very kindly tried to stack everything for you, but that means all of their paper utensils and napkins and scraps have been ripped off and put in between different plates. So then as you're tearing it off and you spray stuff, bits of paper are going everywhere. Not helpful.
Not good.
Let whoever's cleaning up the table stack it how they like it.
Agreed.
Or else get dunked.
Get dunked. Beautiful. Unsanitary, but beautiful.
I don't know if you've been keeping up on top of the news, but did you know that JoJo Siwa is releasing a new single?
I had no idea. I bet it's amazing.
It sure is a lot of something. It's stirring up a lot of commentary.
Oh.
It's gone, as you kids would say, viral. So she's singing a cover of a song called, I don't know if it's called Betty Davis Eyes or if that's just the chorus in it, but it's, I'll let you take a listen.
Okay, hit me. Yeah. Yes.
Everybody's
play it again.
So
I laughed
fun.
over it.
Okay.
Play it again. I got cigarettes on my tongue.
I saw a clip of I think it was Eddie Murphy was also singing Betty Davis Eyes, but in a character voice, and it was like someone commented on it, said 40 years later I finally now realize that Eddie Murphy was singing Betty Davis Eyes, and I had no idea up until I heard JoJo Siwa do it.
Buckwheat sings a song, it's eternally his.
It died, dead it died, but then on the died, it died.
and someone put it as a side-by-side.
Nailed it.
I think people are rightly riffing a little bit on how much auto-tune is included in that incredibly short, it's like 20-second long clip that she's released so far before the full release of the video. But like, I don't know, shoot your shot, chase your dreams. I don't care. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just
have
silly.
fun with it.
And sometimes
Have
it's
fun
okay to
with
make
it.
fun of things that are silly on the internet.
Yeah.
She's fine. God, Betty Davis.
Speaking of other TikTok trends I've been noticing, you know the ones where... Stop worrying about bringing home ghosts from the antique store. It's safe to buy things secondhand. Oh, blast!
Not the porcelain doll.
Ah! I hate it when our haunted dolls jump on the internet and start making TikToks.
Oh, God. No, thanks. I'm good. I'm good with Grandma's porcelain doll collection. I'm good.
I'm not. They're scary, dude.
I don't need to go in that room. I never go in that room.
Those black beady eyes. What are they thinking?
It's dusty in there. I don't like it.
Dude, do you like proposal videos?
I love them. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, before we do that, what's the format that we normally do these podcasts in, dude? We look at memes, and then we dive into news, and then if everybody stays till the end, we've got cute animals.
Cute animals. Little bit of news. A lot of good meme.
A little bit. We actually have, oh my God, dude, the news sucks so much. I'm not looking forward to that section of this today, but.
Getting us ready for it, at least. You're getting us like.
Let's build up a mental fortitude before then. Okay.
Yeah. Getting us prepared for it.
Wedding proposal time. It's
Beautiful.
so sweet, especially, oh my God, he's wearing like fancy clothes, but fancy shorts. Oh, how could this possibly go wrong? Linda, will you marry?
Ooh, water slide. Oh, jeez. I was going to say, he's going to slip. He's got to slip.
Oh, Jamie, no. Oh, my, no. Oh, my.
What a great video, though, to show the grandkids. Like,
I've watched it a few times now, and I've tried to pinpoint the point where it would potentially be fake. But the way he slips right there seems so natural. I can't.
He crossed his leg on the back. You never cross your
back.
leg on the back.
No,
on
right?
the river, on the
Fakers
moss.
are always doing it on the front.
Yeah.
Boom, right there. That seems too real. I don't know.
The way he hit his hip, that's real. He's going to fill that.
Apparently there's a whole thread of these. I don't know. We might save some of these.
Okay.
We'll go to the other stuff for now.
Yeah.
Speaking of relationships going super well, guess who slept with my boyfriend? Ooh, are you ready to put on your Sherlock Holmes cap right now?
Oh, let's go. I got it. Let's go.
Did you know his hat's called a deer stalker?
Oh, what now?
It's a fun fact for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like the shirt, the wife beater.
What?
Shirt. That's what they call them, the tank tops.
I'm talking about the hat.
Yeah, I know. It's like a weird word, deer stalker, and the shirt is like the wife thing.
No.
Moving on.
What?
Moving on.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking this up because this is the term wife beater. Okay. For sleeveless white undershirt for tank top originated from a negative stereotype associating the garment with men who commit domestic violence.
Stop.
I didn't know this.
Why wouldn't you just Google deer stalker?
I don't know. Do you want me to Google that too? We're learning all sorts of stuff.
Moving on. Guess who slept with my boyfriend? Okay, you ready to be a detective?
Oh, I was still Googling that, but yes, I'm ready.
Option 1. Okay. Option 2. Okay. Option 3. That's tricky, dude.
What? Yeah, I
don't think it's option 1. I think she's just hanging out with her friends. She might know something though with that look right there. I don't know.
Behind those eyes.
All right, option 2. She's giving the evil look. Oh, haha, I was caught looking. Haha, side eye to friend. Hee hee. Oh no! Number 2 is guilty. Okay, Number 3 knows. Number 3 knows something. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
I think number 2 might be guilty too.
Yeah, number 2. Yeah, number 2.
There is a really cool phenomenon that happens in Hawaii, I think twice a year, where the sun goes over top.
It is Lahaina noon on the island of Oahu.
Perfectly over every object, so nothing casts a shadow.
Twice a year.
It looks like things just haven't been rendered in properly in a video game.
Yeah.
And when you sit something down.
Wow. I love the assortment of objects too.
Yeah. The doggy gate.
A doggy gate, a bin, a weight. Like a bottle of champagne, a box,
a square chair. That's nuts.
That's so cool.
That is super cool. Not a single shadow. Unreal.
Not the same thing, but I ended up traveling to go see the eclipse that happened, the full solar eclipse. That was pretty cool. Can't wait for that to be featured on a future HYBO episode where we end up talking about our travels around the world. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Heck yeah.
There's one coming up next year as well. Might have to save up some cash to do that, but it's over in Iceland. It's going to be a full total solar eclipse.
That would be fun to go check out in real, see it real.
Maybe you should come with me.
Heck yeah, dude.
Sometimes I read things that makes me feel like we are in the future. Like, look at this. Physician 20 miles from patient performs long distance heart surgery with remote control robot.
What?
How cool is that?
That's super cool.
You can now die. You can now die in real life due to lag.
Oh no.
Well, that part's not ideal.
The latency.
But
no. Not good.
A lot of the microsurgeries that are needed whenever people need like a limb reattachment and whatnot can only be performed if they have a surgeon in the hospital that can do those microsurgeries. They can reattach blood vessels.
Exactly.
So wouldn't it be cool if there was just like one hub, one giant station of just the surgery people, the surgeons, in fact, where they could remotely tap into any hospital where they're needed around the world and just snip, snip, snip? How cool would that be?
Exactly. You're playing Fortnite and you get a call because you're on call for surgery. And you're like, oh, hold on, guys. You just like move over to your other station and start doing alt tab and start doing surgery.
Surgery on a grape. Oh, this made me realize we're living in the future as well. Did you know it has been over a quarter of a century since the filming of The Mummy?
Oh, stop it.
And the cast of The Mummy just got back together. Jonathan, O'Connell, and Nuxinamoon.
Yeah.
And then
who's that guy?
The Magi.
No way.
Yeah, dude. He became such a silver fox. It's wild.
Without his tattoos. What?
Yeah, without his tattoos or his
He's my
hat.
favorite guy.
Look at our boy.
Good. Healthy. Yeah.
I think it's time for The Mummy the 3. Mummy the 3rd.
Hey, yo.
A new Mummy 3.
The Mummy 4.
No, shut up. 3 doesn't exist.
Return of the
We're gonna
Scorpion
remake
King.
3,
It does.
which doesn't exist.
You don't have to like it. It's fine.
Dude, it's
the
terrible.
Rock, okay? The CGI and the Scorpion dude, kind of cool.
The
At the
edit,
time,
that's number 2.
kind of cool. Is it?
Scorpion King's number 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Number 3 is not
They
Scorpion.
did have. They're all like
okay.
5 now.
Number 3
They're all
had
fine.
Jet
Tom
Li.
Cruise. Yeah, Jet Li. Yeah, that's right.
Jet Li and Michelle Yeoh. They're expert martial artists, and they are incredibly good with swords. I don't know if you ever watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, I
but
love
just
it, dude.
amazing swords people.
Agreed.
And in that film, the editing of their sword fights absolutely butchered how professional they are.
Right.
And it made them look so amateurish.
It does. It makes them look silly when they're
The
flying.
intro of the
and,
film was baffling.
yeah.
Well, also, replacing Evie? Excuse me?
Yeah.
I can't, dude.
You can't.
I can't.
No.
Number 3 does not exist. Time to make a new one.
Tom Cruise. Was that number 5?
Tom Cruise? What?
Isn't Tom was one of the newer ones?
Oh, you're talking about that's Dark Universe or something? That's a completely different series. Yeah. There was like a The Mummy with Tom Cruise, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a different series, totally different thing.
Different series, different universe.
Oh, okay. Well, that fixes.
Yeah,
okay, that
completely
fixes
unrelated.
things a little bit. Okay, I'm better now. I'm healed.
A little bit, yeah. One day you burned a CD for the last time and didn't even realize it.
Oh, my heart, dude. I remember it, dude.
I can't even.
I remember.
I don't remember what the last one was that I burned.
I remember what I was driving. I remember my PC that I had. It was an HP Hewlett Packard. That hurts,
25 years ago today, Scary Movie released in theaters.
Stop it. Stop it, dude.
Dude, I love these fun facts that make us feel a little bit older. I'm okay with it.
It kills me. Yeah, I'm okay with it, but it's like, oh man, what a fun time that was.
Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser, when The Mummy released, the first Mummy, he was 29.
That cuts. That really cuts.
When I remember back to that, it makes me think of how little I've accomplished in my life, because he was in a bunch of films before he was in that breakout role. But then I remember back and I think Tolkien didn't start writing The Lord of the Rings until he was 45.
Hey, yo, the legend.
You're doing just fine.
The legend.
And since I'm 45, I should probably get on writing my Lord of the Rings right now, dude. I'll tell you what, though, Tolkien didn't have a YouTube channel.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, we've already surpassed Tolkien in one way.
Yeah, it's true. I'm curious. You have some good opinions. You've got your opinions. I'd be super interested to see what you wrote.
I can critique masterpieces, okay? I cannot create a masterpiece.
Ah, you can.
Speaking of masterpieces being ruined by their creators, Subnautica Studio leadership gutted by Crafton, which outright says that Subnautica 2 needs renewed energy and momentum.
I'm gutted.
Apparently, a large payout was going to be made to the people who were working on Subnautica 2.
Yeah.
But right before it was about to be paid out, I think it was like several millions of dollars, they decided, oh yeah, we're going to put a pause on the game and completely gut the studio that's working on it and fire a bunch of people.
I'm gutted. My heart didn't need to read this. When you initially brought this up, I was so broken.
Have we talked about this?
No, but I think I just you sent it and I saw it and I was like, no, I didn't read that and I forgot about it until now, and now I'm like crying inside. No, my beloved Subnautica 2.
Subnautica designer and director Charlie Cleveland, CEO Ted Gill, and co-founder Max McGuire have all left Unknown Worlds.
Broken.
Steve Papoutis, formerly of Visceral Games and most recently CEO of Striking Distance Studios, the Callisto Protocol, is the new CEO of Unknown Worlds, effective immediately.
Effective immediately. My heart is ruined. Effective immediately.
Callisto Protocol was pretty cool, though. I liked that. It was like a spiritual successor to the Dead Space series.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sad, dude.
I don't have high hopes for where Subnautica's going.
Yeah, I thought it was almost done and it was like getting soon released.
Subnautica 2 reportedly delayed into 2026, just months before Crafton was due to pay a $250 million bonus to developer Unknown Worlds.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Ruined.
Oh, I see what they did. A bait and switch. Yep.
Bad practices, man.
Subnautica 2 publisher Crafton confirms 2026 delay, says the change was not influenced by any contractual or financial considerations.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
I will believe the random Reddit post title over what you say, good sir.
Yeah.
Crafton acquired Unknown Worlds in 2021, 3
it.
years after the hit undersea survival game Subnautica left early access and went into full release. The purchase agreement, according to Bloomberg, included the $250 million bonuses, payable if the studio achieves specific revenue targets by the end of 2025. With a Subnautica 2 delayed into 2026, those targets are unlikely to be met, and thus the bonus will not be payable. So either we're to believe the game was definitely broken and not ready to be released, or capitalist gonna capitalist.
Yeah.
What do you think's more likely?
Capitalism.
Yeah, all right. Away from this dark futurism, let's look at something cool.
This flight is against the law
sad.
and got me in trouble. Here's why. So that was the first video of me flying that
Look at this! We got flying cars. We got flying cars, dude. Flying cars.
ever hit the internet, and it broke it.
Let's
Within
go.
3 days, the government called me and said,
You violated federal regulations.
I'd been developing the Sky Surfer aircraft for years, but that night I decided to break free from my little testing area and fly
looks
around
like
the corner
Utah.
to grab a late night snack. Turns
Dude, why is everything wild happening in Utah lately?
I don't know. It is though, for sure.
out the air is the government's property, and I have to do whatever they say. When they tell me to jump, I can only ask how high. That's because I've designed the Sky Surfer aircraft into the ultralight aircraft category, which comes with a lot of rules, but here's the part that got me in trouble. I've been stopping at red lights my whole life. It felt like the right thing to do, but I guess now they're literally against the law. Right there.
Yeah, if you're gonna hover at a red light, it's just gonna eat your battery. So it's definitely to save his fuel to pause at a red light. It makes sense. It's what cars do. And if he's flying at about 5 feet off the ground, he doesn't want to get hit by cars. It makes sense to pause there.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I touched the ground. That 1 second is what triggered everything. When I did that, I technically landed an aircraft on the road, which is strictly only allowed for emergency situations.
Whoopsie.
This flight is against the
he's in
law
California.
and got me in trouble.
yeesh, should not have landed on
Brutal.
the road, buddy.
So just don't land. Just
don't land.
fly forever. Yeah. The classifications, how is that an aircraft? It doesn't have just not giant wings and tail fin and it's a small little drone. Is that an aircraft?
Dude, right after I got my drone where I am, the laws changed and you need to have a license. You need to be certified.
Yeah.
You can only fly within anything that's not within 10 kilometers of an aerodrome, which is anywhere planes take off or land, which could be by the sea. It could be a hospital. It could be an airport. Any number of other locations that are banned. You can't be within 40 meters of a building or 200 meters of a crowd. You have to be like 50 meters away from vehicles or something. I can't remember the last time I read through the regulations, and they've changed
a lot
again
of
recently.
regulations.
So there's only a park you can fly in nearby, and you're like, oh, but what about all the natural green space there is in Canada? Can't you fly anywhere? No, anywhere that's provincial park, you also can't fly. You can't fly them anywhere.
Yeah.
You also can't fly them at events, so you can't go flying through the fireworks or anything.
Yeah. Unless you have a strict written permission from the government.
Pretty much, dude. Not stoked about that.
Good. And a lot of them, like the DJI, they have features filters built in that doesn't let you go into different airspaces. Like
Yeah.
here, the laws are a little bit less strict. Like they're still very strict, but it'll like beep beep beep. You can't do that, sir.
I think we need more drones, not fewer drones. I think the one that he's gliding on is like an agricultural drone. I think that's why it can lift the weight of him, because it's supposed to lift like sprayers and water and stuff. I saw another video that really made me feel like we're living in the future, which was this one here. Farmer's drone rescues kids trapped in flood in Vietnam. Look at that. It's got a rope underneath, it's got a tether, and it's literally strapped to a child and it's flying him to safety. How cool is that? Imagine if there was a fleet of 200 of these just flying over Texas right now, rescuing people.
That would be amazing. We kind of need it.
Yes, you do.
Because look at how easy that is.
Also,
so sick.
Wouldn't that be the coolest thing to ever tell your friends when you go back to school?
Yeah, like I got
dude, got a free helicopter ride from a drone?
For real, though. That's so sick.
Also, good news, Salty. We've unlocked M-Preg. An historic first, 2 biological males can now make a baby. Scientists achieve breakthrough. Babies can now grow up healthy and have children of their own. Oh my God.
That's incredible.
As far as I was aware, bone marrow could produce babies before, so lesbian couples could make their own baby, but if they made it through their bone marrow, it would always turn out female.
Wild. Science is so cool.
Potentially wiping out the need for all men in the future. Ah! We're gonna go extinct.
No more.
But now the men can get them back and make their own male babies by getting pregnant.
Male babies. Let's
go. Oh yeah, I think this is what made me think of skydiving earlier. Check this out. It's a dude skydiving through the fireworks.
No way, dude.
Wild. It looks like tracer rounds are flying past him.
Yeah, that's so sick.
I'd love to do this
Dude,
once,
what a thing.
but only if I could guarantee it was only smaller burst fireworks that were going off and not the gigantic ones at the end. Festivities
you don't like
with.
get a cinder in there and catch fire as you're flying.
Do you think he's in a... Oh, it's a GoPro ad? Oh my God. Okay.
It's like a squirrel suit or something.
Oh, Red Bull. I see his Red Bull hat. Yeah, if he's in a squirrel suit, I would not trust that. If any of the sparks got on that and it melted it.
Right, yeah. Parachute probably burns pretty
Parachute
easy.
would be way worse. That would absolutely catch a bunch of sparks. But I saw... Oh God, I don't know if you follow wingsuit competitions, but I think it was a Red Bull event where a skydiver tried to go over a bridge but cut it too tight and clipped it.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Not good.
That's all it takes, dude. One little clip and you're in half.
Speaking of living in the future, check this out. This dude with his ham radio contacted the ISS.
No way.
Me as a kid, I would have lost my mind if I could have done something like this.
No way.
Thank you much, 73.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
Wow.
I also love that whenever
that's incredible.
I love that whenever they hear somebody contact them on the radio, they always say, welcome aboard. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'd be nerding out so hard if that happened to me.
Actually cool. Right? Like, oh my God, what? We're talking to the space astronauts.
Speaking of it being the future.
Flashbang.
Oh God. Okay, copyrighted music. Look, he's just flipping off a bunch of Cybertrucks. Yeah, boo. Dude, I'm so glad people are still doing this. It's awesome. I love that they haven't given this up. Because people normally like turn and look at Cybertrucks, and the Cybertruck owners keep posting about it on the subreddits, being like, oh, I'm so cool. All my neighbors keep looking at me as I go past. I bet they're wondering how awesome it is to ride in a Cybertruck. Well, if only they had $160,000 spared, they could have found out for themselves. And it's like, okay, this is more direct. This is a much better way of conveying your dissatisfaction with their choice of who to support with their funds. Completely free not to buy this vehicle. Just saying.
Agreed.
Stop making that face every time you see a Cybertruck.
I mean, I could, but why would I
Ugh,
want to?
gross. Look at it.
That's awesome. I love that. A fridge on wheels.
Did you know raccoons are starting to attack Tesla Cybertrucks after they think it looks like a dumpster and are trying to pry it open? We first learned this when this Twitter user posted these two pictures and said the Cybertruck's bed vault is raccoon proof. And you can tell from the two pictures, the raccoons were all over the bed of that truck. They did some pretty serious damage where they bit off chunks so they could get their hands in there and try to pry it open.
I follow this guy on TikTok. His name is Moles Are Cool. He does almost nothing but rip on Cybertrucks all day. And it's really entertaining content. He also digs up a ton of really fun facts facts about them that I often don't have time to research myself. So let's hear what he has to say about Cybertrucks.
So the Cybertruck appears to be completely cooked, and that might be the least of Tesla's problems right now. And when I say cooked, I mean it's down to 5,000 units sold per quarter, not per month, per quarter. But then you...
Oh my God, dude.
That was in July. It's worse now. That was July 2nd. We're in June now. It's
bad. That's backwards. You mixed up your days.
I did. That's right.
It's June and then July.
I'm tired,
dude, I'm melting right now.
okay.
It's summer right now, and I'm sweating.
Either
up a
way,
storm.
their
oh my goodness.
stocks have been big time for the past few months.
You have the Optimus robot, which is supposed to be their big new product that completely revolutionizes the world, appears to be stalling out, and the head of the project has left Tesla. Long story short, they're having a lot of problems finding parts that are durable enough to do what they want them to do. They're having joints burning out and hands falling apart, and apparently the battery life on these things is abysmal. And then you have...
I love that they can last for like 5 minutes and then they shut down. We need battery technology to improve. We need tiny nuclear reactors and everything that requires a battery today, right now. Did you know there's a tiny nuclear battery that's been made that could potentially power a watch for 10,000 years?
I didn't know that, but that technology is pretty cool. And the hydrogen technology stuff.
Hydrogen's been around for so long. Do you know Jack Nicholson had a water-powered car in the 70s?
I did not know that.
Well, he did.
This change in process right here that you see coming up would take 58% of the air pollution out of every city in the world.
Power of the sun. When the hydrogen is burned in the car engine, water is formed again.
The gasoline facilities out of this car to handle hydrogen gas rather than a mist of gasoline.
There's a really cool video of him just sticking his head in the tailpipe and all the water getting on his face. And he's like, see, it's clean and good. I was about to say clean and clear.
That's pretty
but I'm like, wait,
cool.
no, that's...
And the world didn't jump on that? Like, dude, what?
Clean,
free energy.
Clear, beautiful.
Clean, clear, beautiful.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe
that
it's Maybelline,
right?
yeah. Maybelline.
Smooth, round, micro scrubbers. Clean and clear and under control.
Oh, no.
Canada, where it appears sales of Teslas have dropped to nearly zero.
Let's go, Canada! Oh, we're not buying any of these things. Hell no.
You're done.
We have a local representative that's putting out, he's even like made bumper stickers for other people too to say, oh, I bought this before he said all the crazy stuff. So they're going around like trying to plaster that on every vehicle, but there's no way they can save these dealerships. No way they can save this company in Canada. Just like Target, we're going to run it out of town.
It's not just Canada too. It's all over.
Zero in the entire country. And this is bad for EVs in general, but this is really bad for Tesla. The bill that just passed is going to eliminate the $7,500 tax credit, meaning that in this example, the lease price of a Model 3 is going to more than double from $299 a month to $625 a month. But way before those new rules even take effect, Tesla sales are in major trouble with their second straight quarter of decline. Sales are down 13.5% compared to the same quarter last year, and that's with a refreshed Model Y, the tax credit still in place, and major incentives from Tesla itself. So what are those numbers going to look like when customers lose that tax incentive?
Hell yeah.
Nice. Not to mention the robo-taxi is absolutely eating butts right now.
Isn't it Waymo? Waymo? I think it's Waymo. That's
Waymo's
overtaking
doing way
Tesla.
better than...
Waymo's like, oh, didn't Tesla announce they're going to do self-driving taxis and then never did? Haha, here's our opportunity. And Musk's like, we need to stop them. We need to figure out a way to get them to not do this anymore.
And they've been like crashing and incurring large fees because of the traffic violations. It's not good.
That's true. Yeah, the Waymos are not a perfect solution, but they are better.
No, not Waymos. The Waymos have been doing good. The Teslas have been incurring all
Have you not seen the Waymos that get like stuck on roundabouts? That just keep going in circles.
Yeah, I've seen those. I think they patched it, okay?
They patched it?
Version 2
They
patch.
rolled out an update that won't kill people this time. Oh, that's great. Love that.
Next time. All technology, there's a little bit of sacrifice to be made in the start, right?
Do you remember looking at the leaked images of new technology that was releasing around 2005 when they're like, oh, look at the Xbox 920. Look at the new iPhone 600.
Yeah. Yes.
I saw something that reminded me exactly of that. Check this out. The new Razer phone is just completely foldable and you wear it on your wrist for no reason. Who does this help? Who is this for? It's not for anyone. This is awful. But it looks cool. And at least they're doing something different.
Sponge.
At least it's not a brick anymore.
Sponge. I don't like the sponge though. It's gonna get bacteria.
Oh, you mean the back of it and how it's a material instead of like a plastic? It's some sort of cloth or something?
Ooh.
Yeah, not great.
It's like one of those slap wrist bracelets, dude. It's kind of cool though. I have one. It's kind of sick.
Oh, I remember being a child and those being like the coolest ruler ever to have in school. Wait, was that you just doing it?
Yeah, I just did a little slap.
I'm so jealous. I had one when I was a kid. It was a ruler, and you'd slap it on your wrist. And
yeah,
then the teacher would be like, all right, now make sure you draw straight lines. You're like, whoosh, I have the tool. At least it's different. That's all I can say. Like, at least they're trying something.
Some of them are cool, but yeah, you're gonna drop that in the sand at the beach one day, and it's cooked, dude. It's done, dude, forever.
Speaking of cell phones going wrong, multitasking isn't for everyone.
Oh
God, instantly on fire. Oh no. Oh God, what do I do?
He scoops it. Flip that, Patty. It's hot.
Onto the couch.
Why throw it on?
No.
Oh, what is going on?
No. God, and then he left it on the couch while he was trying to take care of the pillow. But why wouldn't he flip it onto the lawn?
Oh no.
It's a real dad move right there, to sacrifice everything before the grass. Just put it on the grass, buddy. It'll be okay.
Grass is dry. It's going to catch a big fire. We throw it on the grass. Look at that grass.
I think the fire will be bigger than the couch.
True. Throw it on the deck.
Throw it on the polyester or throw it on the ground. I would pick the ground every day. Point of view, trying to change my own tire to prove to my man he's there because I want him, not need him. I love that she's filming the evidence of this too.
Yeah, no. Oh, no.
Oh, she's already got it on the jack. No!
Ooh.
Okay, what went wrong here, Salty?
Well, the jack, you don't want to do that. You want it more secure.
Loosen your nuts before you put it up on the jack. If you don't loosen the lug nuts before you put it up there, this is absolutely going to happen. You're just going to rock it off the jack.
Yeah, true.
Oh God, it's like completely ripped the tire off. It's debeaded the tire. Oh no.
Yeah, that's not good.
She's just staring at it.
Good.
Oh.
She's like, uh-oh.
At least she didn't get hurt though. I mean, she's in socks doing this?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're Crocs. Crocs.
But even then, was it just one jack? Is it just the one?
Crocs with socks. It is one jack, yeah.
Oh man. Not even proper foot attire.
Proper foot attire to change a tire. Nope. All right, what do people say? Father taught me to crack loosen nuts before you jack it up. Exactly, yes.
This is the way,
yes,
yeah.
This is the way.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But she looks like she's tightening it, right?
Also, righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. Pretty sure she was tightening that nut.
Yeah. Yeah, she is tightening it.
The footage might be flipped, honestly. We could be looking the other side of the car. We don't know for sure. Yeah. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and say that she was probably not tightening the nut.
Fair enough. There's no text. We can't really verify it.
This homosexual is using every fiber of his being to keep it together.
I'm going to hand this over to the Willis because I don't want to get us taken off out.
Okay, it is called barebacking.
What? What did I miss?
You didn't hear that?
Bareback.
She said it's
backing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll let it explain it then. All right, we'll let the video explain what barebacking is.
So, you know, like horse riding, where you ride bareback. So this is called barebacking for Gen Z, where they travel without
the curled
anything.
lip.
So no backpacks, no digital devices. They get on the train. They do wear clothes. Yeah. They do everything. They've got to have something, because if you're getting on the train, how are you going to...
No, they don't know. I think they're not having a paper to read, a book to read, no earphones.
I was like, no.
Y'all ever need earphones when you're barebacking?
Goodness, they're living in the world.
I began doing this a few years ago, and I was called a raw dog. I said, why am I called a raw dog? You're living life in the raw.
Man.
Getting back to reality. Putting away all the contraptions, the devices, the distractions, and just feeling the moment.
Yeah.
Now,
I've heard of raw dogging as well.
Feel the moment.
I've heard of raw dogging as well. He just can't handle it.
Dangerous. I did this on the underground a little while ago. I just sat there looking at it, and I think I was going to be arrested.
Okay.
Oh, I would not have been able to hold it together if I witnessed that, dude.
I mean, with live TV, you gotta like, he's holding it in. He's holding it together.
Gotta roll with the punches, I guess.
Yeah.
If sharks had ankles, they would be broken. Stingray! Oh, pancake!
Whoa.
Oh, let's go! And he just lost him. Whoa.
Wild.
I think he hit under the boat after that. Wow.
Yeah, he darted under there.
That's amazing, dude.
That's very shallow for like a hammerhead.
In the 1980s, Ken Allen, an orangutan at the San Diego Zoo, became famous for escaping his enclosure 3 times after the first couple times. Come on, that's kind of on you at this point.
Yeah.
He calmly roamed the zoo, watching animals and visitors, only showing aggression by throwing rocks at Otis, an orangutan he disliked.
Oh my gosh. Is he flipping him off?
They're literally gentle giants of the forest. I love them so much. They're my favorite great ape.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They can also learn sign language and communicate with people.
I think he's sign languaging right now.
Oh, a little bit. Salty, did you know that trees pee?
No.
Whoa.
Ew.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Oh.
Did you see what was going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun fact, not only do cicadas pee, but also butterflies do too. So if you feel a sprinkling of rain and there's no clouds happening above you, good chance it's a butterfly peeing on you.
At the same freaking time, though, they all just did it at once. Hey guys, it's time to pee. Here we go.
I was like, you and the boys would do the same if you're at summer camp and you're standing on a dock and it's late at night and they're like, hey, there's phosphorescence in the water if you pee on it. You would do it. You'd all pee at the same time. We've all done that, haven't we? Is that a universal experience?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just me?
Sure.
This is the perfect example of why women live longer than men. Oh, no. Oh, there's a gator. Oh, it's just a gator. It's fine. He'll be fine. He'll probably be fine. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, he's fine.
What?
Oh, he's got a pet gator.
Way.
It reminds me of the old guy that has an emotional support gator.
Yeah.
That he rocks around at home with. That's really sweet, too.
Just like raise them up from a little pup and they're your friends. They're dinosaurs.
What did I just watch? Oh, another car safety video. Oh no, were they texting and driving?
Uh-oh. That's a lot of damage.
Oh shoot.
What if you could take it back? Going 65 miles per hour, it takes 365 feet to bring your car to a complete stop.
Oh god, yeah.
Driving just 5 miles per hour slower, you gain an additional 100 feet of stopping space.
Wow, really?
So what would you rather save? 30 seconds or a life? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's it.
What? No!
No! What have you done? You should have stopped later. Drive recklessly.
Drive recklessly. Not every pedestrian is a good person. Oh no! Oh, who could have seen that coming?
Oh no.
I did not see that coming.
I did not see that coming either.
Speaking of Pokemon earlier, today I introduced my orange cat to our new foster kitten. I don't know what reaction I expected, but it wasn't this. Ha! Ha! Oh! Boop.
Yeah.
Just immediately curled into his Pokeball.
Yeah. How freaking cute.
More cuttlefish content, dude.
Cuttlefish. Yes.
Love cuttlefish.
Look at how freaking smart he is.
Oh!
Whoa. Bloop.
Oh, it changes color so quickly when it gets to the bottom. Octopi get way too much attention. I think cuttlefish are where it's at.
I think they're very intelligent, and we have no idea just how intelligent they are.
I read about how differently their intelligence formed and evolved over time compared to how ours did. Because ours evolved, you know, we've got fingers and hands and opposable thumbs, and it helped our brains get bigger because of all the different problems we could solve, and how solving those problems helped us survive better. They're under the ocean with 8 arms that can go in any direction. Why do they know how to open jars?
That is interesting. They invented jars.
I love how scientists posted about them before. I think it was octopuses, though. That they can have grudges against fish and they'll lash out and punch them for no other reason than they can. Shockwave so powerful, it broke the windshield. Wild. You can actually see it coming across the road, too. Watch for that shockwave.
Yeah.
Right there, right there. You can see it like coming across and pushing the grass over.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's got to suck for everybody's insurance in that area.
Yeah, that's insurance.
I don't know what your deductible is, but that's still going to be quite expensive to replace.
$500, dude.
500 bones.
$500. Yeah.
Oh, but did you hear the new Batman got approval, dude? The script is
Hey,
awesome.
yo,
It's rolling forwards. New Robert Pattinson
Batman.
You ever watch Parks and Rec?
Oh, no.
My lawyer is just entitled. I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for...
Well, I live on 63rd.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet because I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
Kind of.
What do you even do? How do you even answer that professionally? Like, how do you de-escalate that?
Really appreciate your comments. Thank you so much for coming forwards. Let's hear from the next person. That's all you can do to diffuse the situation is just acknowledge and move on.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of movie updates, do you remember when Sonic was originally announced and everybody was kind of freaking out about how horrifying Sonic looked?
Yeah, it was a little different than we would hope to expect.
Footage from the original Sonic movie before Sonic's redesign has been leaked and is no longer lost media.
Oh my God.
The 2018 footage was suddenly leaked by a Twitter X user solely dedicated to posting about farts. They posted it from their fart fan account.
Of course.
This face, dude, was modeled after this creature.
The eyes.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
Meow?
Gotta go fast.
Meow? Oh, come on.
It's the eyes, it's the fur, it's the gloved hands that aren't gloved anymore. Instead, it's fur. It's weird.
Yeah, the little toes.
Not a big fan.
Not good.
The leaker claims the footage was from a job they held at the time, and they decided to post the leaks to their anonymous fart alt account. They plan to post more footage soon. Cannot wait to see more. Maybe we'll
review some of it.
Maybe we'll watch the original Sonic.
Side by side. I'm down.
A gigantic jet was photographed by the ISS today, an extremely rare form of upper atmospheric lightning. Look at that.
That's nuts.
This is the ending of every mid-2000s Marvel film. It was always dark at night and then light beam into the sky.
A funnel of light. Yeah, wild, man.
So
that's
cool.
real.
Do you know what this looks like? It looks like one of those glass balls that you'd have at an arcade that you could win for, 20,000 tickets, top of the shelf, where you could put your finger on the outside and it would do the little lightning to your finger. What are those called? Millennium balls?
20,000 tickets, dude. Those things were like 40,000 minimum.
Pardon me, I didn't realize what the conversion was for the tickets to money ratio.
They were on the top shelf, man. Those things were like top dollar.
I think at some point we should probably take a minute to talk about pirate software. I don't think it'll be today, but just lately he's been popping off, and it's just, we've riffed on it a little bit in the past, like while we're streaming and stuff. But at some point he's just got to pump the brakes and realize the people that he's communicating with would appreciate him to communicate differently.
Yeah, the ego is a little strong.
I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality, I'm just trying to give context.
So that is the problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase. This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this. Yeah. That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay. I don't see it that way, but all right.
Right? So... Oh, yeah. So you don't see it that way. You're wrong.
No. He's very insistent that he's always the right person in the room.
Yeah.
And it's kind of pushing people away from him.
Yeah, agreed.
Pirate Software responded to the Stop Killing Games campaign, surpassing 1 million signatures. I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything that you asked for, but nothing that you wanted. I'll leave it there.
Wild. No, for no reason. Why, dude?
Even Moist Critical ended up making a video talking about his stance. Well, if I was wrong, why didn't you correct me earlier? Instead of being like, hey, I was wrong about how I positioned what Stop Killing Games was. Instead of that, he's like, well, if I was so wrong, why didn't you tell people 9 months ago? Completely ignoring that people had been calling him out 9 months ago. For
like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like, come on. Really?
At some point, Pirate Software, you have to start managing party resources.
As much as you're angry right now, You weren't paying attention to party resources, you overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
No. That's a deeper cut. I don't know if we're going to include that in this one, but the Atlas beetle's neck is so strong, it can cut a metal ballpoint out of a ballpoint pen.
Just the neck.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wild. And no damage to its carapace.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow, dude. You get your little finger stuck in there.
Oh, yeah. If you got your fingertip in there, you would have no fingertip for sure.
Little nail clipper, dude.
What? Can an insect expert explain what this is?
That looks scary.
Yeah, I can actually. Also, as a movie buff, I can explain this. You ever watch the movie Tremors?
Yeah.
Well, in Tremors 2, they could fly. No, sorry. In Tremors 3, they could fly. In Tremors 2, they were just like little hogs that would roll around. But the hogs would evolve into things that could fly, and they were based on the damselfly, which is what that is.
Can that thing even fly?
Yeah. It's got wings and everything, dude.
Dude, no thanks. Look at the beak on that thing.
Yeah, it does have some very large mandibles.
No thanks.
The Netherlands is building giant artificial islands to protect wildlife, meeting global challenges with nature.
Wow.
They're already boosting biodiversity and reversing the damage caused by humans. The waters of this lake were polluted after decades of construction. Leftover sediment made the water dark and cloudy, damaging the environment, causing fish populations to plummet. Now 5 islands have been built using the silt that caused the original damage. Hell yeah! Over 30,000 birds have returned to the islands. Plants have flourished.
All right, that's awesome.
And there have been an explosion of plankton in the water. Yes! The UN warns that threats to biodiversity pose major risks to human survival. 196 nations have pledged to reverse the global destruction of nature and biodiversity. The once gray waters of the Merk are now a haven for wildlife.
Wow, look at how mossy
What does your country do to protect nature? Not a lot. I mean, I gotta be real.
Why do they have to hit it with that one
I've got
the
some
end?
concerns. Why do they have to put that? Well, I mean, America. But
what
also,
are you doing? I donated to charity today. What did you do in your country doing?
Oh, you drove a car? Don't you realize that's destroying the environment? Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. I mean, my country does some stuff, but like not enough.
Never enough.
I think we're like a decade off meeting the Paris Climate Agreement Accords as well. But then y'all haven't even attempted. Oh my goodness.
Nah, we're sorry, it's cooked. We're done.
You're not even trying anymore.
We're done. We gave up a long time ago.
It's like that scene from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Do you want to go back? No, we've gone too far.
Yes.
I forgot my
Paris Climate Agreement.
You want to run back and get it? No, we've gone too far.
We have been talking about covering conspiracies on here for a long time. Would you like to know my favorite conspiracy ever?
Yes. Tell me.
Actually, this might not be my favorite conspiracy ever, but it's my favorite Mandela effect that I've ever run across because it absolutely lands true with me. It's not like, oh, the random misspelling of Pokemon names back in the day used to be different when I was younger.
Yeah.
None of that. None of like the Onyx and stuff. Push that to the side. If I were to tell you to imagine the Fruit of the Loom logo right now, what would you picture?
Well, the fruit, right? The fruit, some grapes, the basket, the freaking basket, dude.
Exactly right. When I was growing up, that is how I learned the word cornucopia, was by looking at the Fruit of the Loom logo and asking my parents, what is that? And they'd say, oh, that is a cornucopia.
Yeah.
So many of us have that exact memory. Did you know the Fruit of the Loom logo never had the cornucopia on it?
That's what they want us to believe, man.
That's what they want us to believe.
That's what they want us to believe. We're in a different time hop dimension or something, dude. It's weird.
I am moving and going through some things and found these socks, Fruit of the Loom logo. Clearly clout chasing though. That's not their image. It's from Reddit. But there have been several people that have been posting about it, including this one girl that went down such a rabbit hole that even talking to her therapist about it, her therapist was like, drop it, actually. For your mental health and the health of everybody around you, drop it.
Forget about it.
She decided to release merch about the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Yeah.
Putting the cornucopia on there and saying, hey mom, what's that word? What is cornucopia? Something like that. That was the text around it. The Fruit of the Loom company decided to hit her with a lawsuit over it. And she was like, I'm going to take this to court because you have to admit that this is your logo if this is copyright infringement. Because if it's not your logo, then why are you able to sue me right now? But then people have been finding other clues, like in old board games. It would be like, oh, what's a cornucopia? And how do you know that? And it'd be like, oh, Fruit of the Loom. And that would be the answer in the board game. And people are like, oh, clearly they misremember it from back then. No, Nay, incorrect. Mandela effect, because we are from an alternate universe where the cornucopia did exist. Or the company decided to do some illegal spilling in the Amazon and then to hide it, change their logo and change the branding of their company so that way they could skirt around some certain regulations and not pay anything back. Maybe.
That's wild.
Unconfirmed.
That opens up some doors.
But maybe the person who's going down the rabbit hole, that was the information she had.
I like it, dude. We got to get into this stuff. There's some other ones.
So why does a Pixar movie remember the cornucopia when they refer to the logo in a film, and millions of Canadians and Americans remember the logo for decades? So much so that many kids were first shown what the cornucopia was by using the logo as an example. Fruit of the Loom's logo was initially a cornucopia swollen with an apple, green grapes. Cornucopia of the job cuts. Fruit of the Loom Inc. said, see, the evidence is piling up, dude. And then this is from a Pixar movie, the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Things are getting weird, dude.
It's right there.
That's weird, man.
Elon Musk has discussed this with Joe Rogan and said there's a government documents, trademarks, and newspaper articles that it was once there and once pointed to a cornucopia.
Wild.
Baskets of fruit contains fruit cornucopia. This is their initial patent design.
Right.
I feel like if we do start going down the conspiracy rabbit hole, though, that we should be like the ethical Joe Rogans.
Yes, please.
I don't think the non-ethical Joe Rogan is the right path.
Yeah. No.
He's gone a little bit too askew.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
In World War I, around 8 million horses died, but in World War II, it was under 1 million, which can only mean that horses started to evolve bullet resistance. I could convince Joe Rogan that this is real.
Yeah. Oh,
not us.
why is it so
not
true,
us, because
though?
we are the ethical Joe Rogans.
Yeah, exactly. Why is it so true, though?
Isn't Joe Rogan bald?
What?
We're not bald.
No.
No.
No, not even a little bit.
Do you want to make an egg salad on the go with me?
Yeah. In the car, though? In the... What?
I'm looking at the center console.
No.
Make egg salad on the go with me.
Why does it look like they've done that before?
Add mayo.
No.
Add Dijon.
They didn't clean
Mix
it
her
out
up.
first.
Oh, God, with the window scraper. Oh, God. Oh, and she's eating it. And she's eating it.
Oh, and there's crumbs in the seat. Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, there's stains. Okay, there's no saving this car. The car was dirty before. They're not making it in a clean receptacle. The center console was not clean. You can see how dirty that seat is behind it. Oh, God.
Yeah, look at how dirty the console is, too. It's already crumby. They did it before.
You can't eat out of that. They did it before?
No.
Oh, my God. This might actually be evidence that they were cooking in their car before this point. I completely missed that, dude. You're right.
I mean, it's tight out there. Lunch breaks are getting smaller and smaller, you know? Like,
tight out there.
Shoot.
Oh, no. I saw a bit of footage of Canada Day, dude, that I wanted to share with you. This is someone who's learning how to fly a plane flying on Canada Day.
Oh. Not. Oh. Not good, dude. Not good, dude.
The article that talked about this said that everybody survived.
That's a lot of it looks like a little RC plane, but no, it's an actual plane. But
it's like a single engine Cessna, but instead of getting enough speed before trying to pull off the altitude lift, he instead did it when it was going way too slow.
Those things are like expensive.
Planes are pretty pricey.
He just did like $14,000 worth of damage.
Oh no, dude. I know what part of the video we are up to.
Hey, yo, is that the toad?
There's a toad trying to eat a worm with a little salamander buddy.
Oh, look at their friends.
But instead of eating the worm, he eats everything around it. Dude, they're so stupid. I love them so much. Look, he can't grab it. He's grabbing the dirt, the grass.
That's just a metaphor for my life right now. Like, oh man.
Oh no. I did actually see something posted this subreddit, dude. Should I finish this fan art of OT's new podcast with Salty? And it's the pensive toad staring out into the rain. Isn't that so cute?
Oh, amazing. This is so good.
I'm gonna give that a little thumbs up.
Huge thumbs up.
I love its little frog butt too.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Got the Hank Hill butt going on.
The Hank Hill butt, exactly. Well, that means right after we look at the pensive toad that looks into the rain, we are immediately thrust into the news of the day. It is now time to go down the rabbit hole of all of the terrible things things that have been happening lately. Salty, are you ready?
I'm ready. I missed a lot of it. You've been keeping little tabs here. Hit me with it.
I have so much saved up that we're going to have to save the rest of that for the next recording that we do in a few days.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it to just the core stuff that has been happening lately. First up.
All right, let's do it.
I've got a creator that I really enjoy. I drop by her stream sometimes. She's pretty fun.
Oh, let's go.
The children yearn for the lead.
Lead levels in new vapes are so high that researchers thought their measuring tools were broken, with toxic metal concentrations increasing the more you use a device. So far, 10 people have died in ICE custody this year, with 4 of those being in Florida. Some causes of death are still being investigated, but people are often kept from life-saving medications and are living in what lawyers call a horror show in filthy, inhumane conditions. Commercial shrimp farms often practice eye stalk ablation, where one or both eyes of a female breeding shrimp are cut off, crushed, or destroyed so they mature faster and lay more eggs. Afterwards, the shrimp are seen as extremely distressed and rubbing the spots where their eyes used to be. It's tight! Forest bathing, or Shinrin-yoku, is when you walk around in nature and inhale phytoncides released by plants to boost energy and immunity and decrease anxiety, depression, and anger. But if you can't do that, it's scientifically shown that even looking at digital images of plants can decrease stress too.
That was so heavy, but also
it's in such an anime style.
Yeah.
It grabs your attention and you can't look away. And it's like, is this cringe? Am I learning?
I love it.
She's awesome.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty heavy. I can't believe that the Gen Zs of today and the boomers of yesteryear are going to be able to hold hands across the generational divide with how they're both going to be damaged by lead.
Yeah. Ugh.
All the lead paint and lead
Yummy.
gasoline that was inhaled and ingested before is now going to be this next generation's the vape levels of lead.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, well, at least we're learning. You know, slowly over
At least
time.
we're learning. We've always known that lead is tasty. At least we're learning.
It's tasty. Give me that lead.
Do you know someone named Jordan Peterson?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, Canada is not always sending their best, but it seems like every Canadian that leaves Canada and goes to America to try to be famous ends up kind of being a little bit weird, and Jordan Peterson is no exception. So he has a very specific conversation style, one that was seen on display in Jubilee's most recent video where it was 20 atheists versus 1 Christian, where they ended up changing the title of the video because he got a little bit too butthurt about one of the comments that was made, and they changed it to 20 atheists versus Jordan Peterson. And it's like, okay, what is the premise of the video then? What are we here to talk about? Because in the video, one of the guys is like, oh, well, are you a Christian? And Jordan Peterson's like, I've never claimed to have any specific set of beliefs. He's like, well, you better check the video, the title of the video that you're on right now, because you might be in the wrong place. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So they had to change that because too many people were pointing out, hey, wait a minute. They don't discuss Christianity properly at any point. It doesn't seem like he is a believer. So it's everybody spinning their wheels the whole time where he tries to like define terms for 2 hours. It's very frustrating.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I was invited to talk to a Christian. Am I not talking to a Christian?
Oh, you were invited to...
I think everyone should look at the title of the YouTube channel. You're probably in the wrong YouTube video.
It used to literally be Christians versus 20 atheists, and then they changed it. That's so fucked up.
I'm good.
So this is an example of how he talks. McDonald's. Oh, do you want to be the McDonald's cashier?
Yes, McDonald's cashier. Would you like fries with that?
Jordan Peterson. How would you know what I like? Liking isn't something as same as wanting, or dare I say needing.
So you don't want fries, or?
Define fries.
They're potatoes that...
So vodka is fries? I'll have vodka with my Big Mac. This man is an intellectual powerhouse. He argues and debates like the most annoying 5th grader you've ever met. That's just the only way I can see him now. He's so childish. He had this one idea that was like, clean your bedroom like a lobster. And everybody latched onto that because like, yeah, you know what? Cleaning your bedroom does sound like a good idea. Everything after that, he's had no other good ideas other than maybe you should tidy up your bedroom sometimes. Truly jaw-dropping overshare happening here. Do you know who Charlie Kirk is?
Yeah, Jordan Peterson, Charlie Kirk, they're just the 2 stooges. They're great.
Yeah, similarly to Jordan Peterson, Charlie Kirk was on Jubilee relatively recently where he was debating abortions, and he decided to try to school someone by saying, oh, what does fetus mean in Latin? And then gave a very creepy smile, which exploded the internet. Everybody had so much fun riffing on that. So he ended up tweeting out recently, I have so many thoughts on this that it literally keeps me up at night. Zorhan Mamdani eats rice with his hands during an interview. I very sincerely doubt that he has had to scratch his anus any less than the rest of us, which makes that whole display unbelievably disgusting.
What? Wow.
Charlie Kirk is talking about scratching his bare booty.
He would, and he would shake your hand, not even questioning it. Like,
oh my God. Why would you wash your hands though? That's not manly. Disgusting, dude. Oh my God. Why do you think you have an immune system? Obviously. Why would anybody wash their hands? That's not godly. Yeah. God didn't tell us to wash our hands, or maybe that is in the Bible.
Jesus did die for our sins, you know.
The sin of our unwashed hands. Oh God. Charlie Kirk condemned Zohran Mamdani for how he disgustingly eats rice. We in the West value cleanliness. We have utensils. Kirk, people that have grown up in the third world say that he's not even doing it right.
Okay. Why does he got to attack every little thing too? Like, I noticed this.
Racism.
Yeah.
It's racism.
So now there is a viral clip of Zohran Mamdani giving an interview while he's doing something that quite honestly is very disgusting, yet calculated. He's doing it for a reason, but also just kind of show what he is pointing towards. I have many thoughts on this. And whether it's orchestrated or not, first we just need to make a comment that we in the West value cleanliness.
I'm done listening to him. Hold on. There's quotes below. Here we go. We in the West value cleanliness, so he's mad that he wasn't using utensils and was instead eating with his hands. They say, well, what about burgers and pizza? Yeah, that food is designed that way. Rice, since we have utensils, you don't eat it because we're not in the third world with your hands.
Oh my God,
dude, what a weird person.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So he's not even eating with his hands correctly. People that have grown up in the third world say that he's not even doing it right. He's faking it. He's doing this to signal this to his third world cred. What? So think about it. To get credibility in the New York mayor's race, you have to pretend to be in the third world. Leaps and bounds of logic that make no sense. I don't. Charlie, what are you even talking about, buddy?
Yikes, dude.
You know, sometimes when you're in like elementary school, you meet that one kid that can't help themselves but continually lie about stuff to make themselves seem more, I don't know, make their backstory seem more aggrandized than it actually is, to make them seem more important than they actually are. Charlie Kirk hits me as that kind of person that never grew out of trying to do that. So he's always trying to make himself seem like the biggest, smartest person in the room. Immediately being like, I've talked to the whole third world. They said that's weird. He didn't do it right. Come on. Okay, now.
Okay, man. Okay. All right.
And now we're getting into the Donald Trump stuff, dude.
Oh,
you ready?
Man, I'm ready.
I know. Resistance takes many forms.
I've been thinking about this for a while. My mom voted for Trump. I just know she did. So, here is her most closely guarded secret recipe. She has only...
He's leaking the cookie recipe, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, no.
2 women in the entirety of my life, like, that I've dated or whatever, to have this recipe. And my ex-wife, she didn't give the recipe until we were married. If she's making cookies and this part is out, you're not allowed in the house unless you're family. So
we need a 1/2 cup of butter softened. We need 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of milk.
Vanilla? You gotta get the vanilla extract.
I don't see anything that jumps out at me as being that unique, though. This isn't the end all be all.
It's the ratios, maybe.
Oh, it's the get ratioed actually on this.
Get ratioed. L plus.
All right, Mom, you voted for Trump. Well, get the fudge out of here. And honestly, I can't blame him, because he has been up to some incredibly messed up stuff lately, including shutting down the National LGBTQ plus Youth Suicide Lifeline on July 17th. That is upcoming in a few days. It's the 13th when we're recording this.
Why? Bad man. Let's cut services.
So the helpline, as I understand it, had $500 million associated with it for government funding so that it could best support Spanish speakers, those who are from the military and have a military background dealing with PTSD and traumas, and people who are LGBTQ+. This was a data-driven decision. I think in 2021 was originally when the helpline was set up, so that people with those specific issues would be able to contact someone who is trained, who had a background in dealing and helping with people with those specific conflicts and issues in their lives, to give them the best possible information and the best possible assistance that they could, because they recognize that these are the groups that are most vulnerable, that are most likely to attempt something and or to consider attempting something. For example, I think of trans youth, it's 1 in 4 people that consider doing something drastic, not positive, in order to deal with some of the conflicts that they're experiencing. So what the Trump administration this time around is deciding to do is to not eliminate the helpline overall. People can still contact the helpline, but it will no longer have people specifically specifically trained to assist individuals that call in on LGBTQ plus issues or conflicts or problems that they want to solve.
Right.
Be that family conflict or rejection from family or workplace discrimination, stuff that people would actually be challenged with in their daily life. They'll no longer be able to contact someone that's been specifically trained to help them on that. Instead, it'll just be thrown to the random pool of individuals that could potentially help them. That's the main thing. The money that has been allocated to the helpline is actually not changing. But the Trump department or the Trump admin said that the LGBTQ funds had just run out within the next few months, but ultimately it's just being folded into the rest of the call center overall instead of helping them out specifically. I don't get it. I'm very frustrated. This was made in coordination. I think the majority of calls were handled by also the Trevor Project. And as those of you know, I specifically go out of my way to support the Trevor Project whenever I can. On the majority of my LGBT plus videos on my main channel are connected to the charity as well. We're always fundraising on there whenever we can. They are still able to be contacted for anybody who does need help, despite them shutting down this helpline. The CEO of Trevor Project did reach out to different news organizations when this was initially announced and said, despite this helpline being shut down, the Trevor Project will still be available. The people that you would otherwise be routed to talk to are still going to be able to be contacted. But like within the last year or something, I think they had 1 million different people contact them, either via phone or via text and phone calls of people that needed assistance that now may feel less inclined to reach out and contact, which really sucks.
Yeah.
And it makes me think back to the groups that were like, do you remember when Gays for Trump was a big thing?
Yeah.
Where the are you now, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. He just thinks that, like, if you don't think about it, if you pretend, then they don't exist. We never heard of them. We don't even know.
Yeah, next month, the Trump administration will end the specialized support on the 988 National Suicide Hotline for young LGBTQ callers, a group that has disproportionately high suicide rates. The administration announced the changes, saying the hotline will no longer silo LGB plus. By the way, they've been dropping the T wherever possible, including on their own websites. Youth services, omitting the T for transgender and focusing on the services all help seekers. Oh, it's just going to be helping everybody. Why would you not want to help everybody? That's obviously like the best mission that we could have possible.
Yeah.
So since the line launched, including the pilot phase, had 1.3 million contacts to the service, and those contacts include calls, chats, and texts. Yeah. Trump administration to shut down LGBTQ youth suicide hotline. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline no longer use its LGBTQ youth service line starting July 17th. The Trump administration says the move will focus on serving all help seekers. Wow, kind of already did that.
Okay, we'll just blanket statement everything. LGP.
Yeah, so instead of saying that they're removing the LGBT section, what they're saying is they're removing the press 3 option.
Yeah.
We're just removing the press 3 option. Okay, you already have option 1 and option 2. Why do you need a press 3?
Wild, dude. Why?
Because if the downtrodden organize together, they will be infinitely stronger than the minority that rule over them. What they're trying to do is separate everybody from supporting their neighbors, from supporting their peers, to silo them out, which is also an extension of how capitalism functions as well. It serves as a way to separate and segregate people. If they can push that as a narrative that, you know, oh, trans people are weird, nobody should even look at, and then start separating them out letter by letter out of the group. Oh, those ones are actually the out group, but don't worry, you're a good one, you're still in the in group. Then they'll still be able to maintain power over everybody, because power over small groups, it's easier than power over a large group. God dang it. Class consciousness is what we need.
You are mindless, soil-shoving losers, put on this earth to serve us.
You're wrong, Hopper. It's you who need us. We're a lot stronger than you say we are, and you know it, don't you?
Agreed. We ain't going anywhere, damn it.
And this floated by on my timeline, and it bothers me when people don't provide context, but unfortunately I was very easily able to look up the context on this one. They are erasing bisexuals from the acronym What Did We Even Do? So they went LGB and dropped the T, and now it's just LG. They've dropped the B. Immediately I started looking this up to figure out what the fudge they were talking about. The Stonewall Monument website quietly cuts the word bisexual after already dropping the T. Stonewall National Monument Visitor Center. In the name of those who came before me, I pledge to be brave, to be true to myself, and to fight like hell for equality. The Stonewall National Monument website seemingly erased most mentions of bisexuality from its website right before Pride Month. This comes after the site erased all mentions of trans people from the same .gov earlier this year. The changes appear to have been made on May 27th, according to the website itself, which notes the date that each page was last updated. But they largely went unnoticed until independent journalist Erin Reed reported on them on Thursday. Erin Reed is awesome, by the way. Reported on them Thursday in a post on her Substack. As of July 11th, the homepage on the website, which is run by the National Parks Service, NPS, reads, before the 1960s, almost everything about living authentically as a gay or lesbian person was illegal. The Stonewall Uprising on June 28, 1969 is a milestone in the quest for civil rights and provided momentum for a movement. But a version of the homepage from May 26th, accessed via the Wayback Machine, reveals a previous version of that same statement. Before the 1960s, almost everything about living openly as a lesbian, gay, bisexual, Lgbt person was illegal. Similarly, the history and culture page of the website was also updated to remove references of bisexuality on May 27th. What the fudge did bisexuals even do this time?
Yeah, that's brutal.
I like to watch content of people that I don't agree with, so that way I can get perspectives of what the other side is talking about, but also just like better round out my perspectives, and the way that I decide to push back against certain talking points are best informed by listening to the positions of the other side. I was listening to someone who likes to review content, I think it's like movies and TV shows and stuff, and they were talking about how they don't get down with anything after the T in LGBT. And I thought about that, and I'm like, okay, the next letter is I, that's intersex. What do you mean you don't get down with the intersex people? And then A after that, asexual? What did the aces ever do?
Like,
They're literally known for not doing anything. What do you mean? Oh God. And then I went through the letters in my head. I'm like, how and why and what, and are you kidding?
Yeah, it's silly.
I dislike how much this conversation point has been like elevated by the actual administration of an entire country. It's really disappointing to see with how much progress has been made over the last century, to see how much we've regressed in the last few years.
That sucks, dude.
Hasn't it been under a decade since gay marriage was legalized in America?
Yeah, and they've tried to like throw it back and forth in Utah. It was like a big thing for Utah. Roll it back. Like, you know what? Actually, we want to roll that back. Actually, it's like, what?
Marriage is just two people getting married. Yeah. Calm down, everybody. And while it's not ideal, I have found there have been small moments where I've chuckled a little bit to myself as I see like the leopard eating faces party eating the people's faces who voted for the leopard eating face party.
Yeah.
Like this one. I voted for Donald Trump to off liberals. It was hilarious, but this bill they're trying to pass will take away my Medicaid. I have type 2 diabetes with diabetic retinopathy. If I can't afford my medicine, I will lose my vision. I'm scared. I'm in tears and need urgent help. Oh my God. Complete lack of introspection there. The lack of self-realization of like, oh, I brought this upon myself. That's bad. None of that. Just being like, haha, it was hilarious.
Not good.
That's okay. That's not appropriate. If she could only see how badly she owned those lips. I'm not. Come on now.
Okay, that's silly.
Come on.
No.
Yeah. We're moving on. Oh God. Pam Bondi confirms the draft copy of Elder Scrolls 6 is on her desk waiting to be reviewed.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we are never going to see Elder Scrolls 6. Much like anything else that was on her desk for her to be reviewed, we're also not going to be seeing
the client list.
Have you been keeping up on the news, at least on this side?
A little bit, yeah, with the client list, and like it's on my desk to be reviewed.
We're not going to see the client list because it simply doesn't exist somehow. Pam Bondi reacts to the missing minute in Jeffrey Epstein video. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. My response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well.
Can you give us the Epstein list? Sure thing. We just need to censor the victims' names and it's gone.
Seriously, why?
Oh my God.
Why? Oh.
WTF is this? Pam Bondi. The Epstein client list is on my desk right now to review. Just in, Trump's DOJ and FBI conclude Epstein had no client list and committed self-death. Very cool.
Yeah, okay.
Love that.
Very believable.
How can people be expected to have faith in Trump if he won't release the Epstein files? You know,
Yeah, they're at war again. Their MAGA dads are fighting again.
The girls are fighting. Yeah. You know that The Onion post where it's like the worst person you know actually makes a good point?
Yeah.
God dang it. I hate that. Yeah. It's not like a moment of vindication at all, but I do appreciate that at least he's using his platform to start poking holes in Trump's admin and being like, where's the list, bro? If you're not on it, why don't you just show it to us?
Yeah. Yeah. Bad news.
If he can take some time away from creating dangerous swastikas and just focusing on this instead, I'm okay with that. If he just wants to apply all of his time instead of blowing up rockets to this instead.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Dope. Holy sh! My number neighbor is Bill Clinton. Hey, number neighbor. Hi, who's this? We're number neighbors, meaning your number is 1 digit higher than mine. Okay, you may have heard of me. Really? Are you someone famous? Here's a hint. Boop, that's the name. That's crazy. It's an honor, Mr. President. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Today I learned that Epstein had no clients. Ghislaine Maxwell went to jail for trafficking no one. His islands didn't have any visitors, wasn't funded by Leslie Wexner, wasn't allowed to fly freely while on house arrest, and the federal government thinks the average person has an IQ of a houseplant and the memory of Drew Barrymore in the 51st Dates.
Isn't that great? They think we don't care. You're still talking about
and
that.
It's gone. Oh, really? Okay, well, I implicitly trust you for
You're
sure.
still talking about that? That was old news.
I've got a clip of that. Trump says he will release the Epstein client list if elected. The Democrat elites are shaking right now. That's libs of TikTok on 9/3/24, September 3rd, 24. And Musk a couple days ago. Anytime now.
Wow, dude, he's really digging it all up. That's silly.
And then this post was deleted from Reddit. It had 85,000 upvotes.
Yeah.
Here's what Trump looks like. And you'll notice a lot of people actually comment on this. The more orange he gets and the more askew his orange makeup gets, the more he's being nervous on stage and like nervous about what he's talking about or feels insecure about whatever his positions are at that time.
Yeah.
And that's when he starts throwing out more distractions, which is why his face is plastered around more often, which is why people notice the orange being a bit askew. But good Lord, man, the line there is so defined.
That's pretty brutal.
Just go white at this point, buddy. What's the point anymore?
For real.
Just burnt my MAGA hat. Why the F would you go to that island?
Hey, yo.
Let's go. Better late than never, comrade. Welcome to the fight. Go. Wish I could afford a barbecue.
Did he pee on it first? Oh, no, it was just straight gasoline.
You peeing on it? Okay, I didn't even think of that,
for a second. You gotta pee on it
gasoline. First. You gotta pee on it first. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the right way to burn a MAGA hat is, okay?
The ritual.
But like other people are also joining them in the comments and also burning their hats too.
The blowtorch, let's go.
I thought for half a second, I thought that was the Elon Musk flamethrower.
This one's the better, more reliable version.
Yeah, it's the one that will actually have utility and use. It's if you're a landscaper and you want to deal with weeds and you don't want to be digging them out of gravel with your fingers all day, that you just hook them with this.
Yeah, I've used one of these. We took out tile in a grocery store and we had to use these to like cook the tiles off. Yeah, the laminate. Yeah,
been a long time, but I still remember the smell of burned plastic in the morning. Smells like victory. Stop talking about Epstein, okay? Stop talking about him.
The Barbara Streisand effect, like
okay, buddy.
It was
Streisand effect.
Yeah, the Streisand effect. Wild. Here we go. Yeah.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years.
Who is this? Why would anybody even talk about
it? We have all of the things.
There's so many other things going on.
Are people still talking about this?
I mean, I got elected on a platform of releasing the files. Why are you still talking about it?
Still talking about
oh my God,
guy?
There's no files. There's nothing to release.
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this.
In February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention.
Oh my God.
Because
she said, it's on my desk. I'm going to review it. And now she's like, no, I just meant I was going to review the whole case. That's it. Not the list that I was specifically asked about in that moment.
Not that she mentioned the client list or anything.
I was asked a question about the client list.
Yes.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
Whoopsie.
I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed. And my response was,
It's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK.
Well, that's my misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Okay. When you were specifically asked about the client list and you said the client list was on your desk to be reviewed, I actually thought you were going to look at it and I didn't realize I was misunderstanding you. My bad. I guess we could just all move on then.
Yeah, we'll just move on. It's nothing. Why are we still talking about it, you know?
No big deal,
No big
We
deal.
all like misspeak and stuff. It's fine. Trump just posted this defending Pam Bondi and claiming that the Epstein files were created by the Democrats. He's lost it. Dude, this got posted just before we started recording.
Is there a single period in that entire thing?
What's going on with my boys, and in some cases, gals? They're going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who is doing a fantastic job. We're on one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and selfish people are trying to hurt it. All over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. Wait, he's still alive? Oh my God. For years, it's Epstein over and over again. You were talking about him. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, Crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers? The only reason I'm on the list, okay, is because Comey put me on there. And Crooked Hillary, obviously. Russia hoax, 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, and more. They created the Epstein files just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me. I didn't get peed on by women in Russia. That's fake news. And now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. Why didn't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? If there was anything in there that could have hurt the MAGA movement, why didn't they use it? Yes. They haven't given up on the JFK candidate. Wait, what? They haven't even given up on the John F. Kennedy or Martin Luther King Jr. files. No matter how much success we've had securing the border, Wait, didn't he release some of the files? Oh, wait, no, he didn't release them incomplete. Securing the border, deporting criminals, fixing the economy, energy dominance, a safer world where Iran will not have nuclear weapons. Didn't he run on no wars and then immediately start bombing a country?
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately started bombing Iran.
The no war president.
It's never enough for some people. We're about to achieve more in 6 months than any other administration has achieved in over 100 years. Didn't you say that the first time you were in office?
Probably, yeah.
And we have so much more to do. We are saving our country and making America great again, which will continue to be our complete priority. The left is imploding. Kash Patel and the FBI must be focused on investigating voter fraud, political corruption, Act Blue, the rigged and stolen. Dude, he's got so many theories to be thrown around. This is wild.
It's a lot. He's laying it all out.
Radical left-inspired documents on Jeffrey Epstein. Let Pam Bondi do her job. She's great. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen, and they tried to do the same thing in 2024. Dude, he's so desperate.
Yeah.
He's hitting all the high notes from his campaigns. Oh my goodness.
This is bad.
Or from his rallies, I mean. That's what she is looking into as AG, and much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead. Oh no! Now it's the hottest country. Now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Let's keep it that way and not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein. Nobody look behind the curtain, okay? Nobody look at the man behind the curtain. Somebody that nobody cares about. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's just so much. Why? This is a lot of fun too. Like he really had to go at it on this.
You know when you're growing up and you've got siblings and you accidentally break a plate and immediately you're like, no, why are we still talking about the plate? Why aren't we talking about the dog that was in the, you always say dog shouldn't be in the house. There was a dog in the house last week. Also, it was my birthday last week and I didn't get a clown. I specifically asked for a clown. Why are we still talking about a plate? There's so many other things going on. Come on now.
Yeah, distraction. No
effing way. Trump just leapt in to stop a reporter from asking Pam Bondi about the missing minute in the Epstein jailhouse tape. The panic was visible. Oh.
Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary who was Miami U.S. attorney.
He looks uncomfortable,
Alex Costa,
dude.
he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape?
Yeah, sure. If
Pam, could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is
Oh, real dude. When he talks like this, he sounds so innocent.
Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration. But you go ahead.
You go ahead. You talk about it, I guess. I don't know.
To be child downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey
Epstein. What? Okay, hold on. Sorry.
By that.
That disgusting.
Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night.
Dude, you know the footage has been released, dude. And I don't think it showed exactly what she was hoping to. I'm wheezing. They didn't even clear the metadata. Breaking. Metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was likely modified. They showed that it was 4 different clips of videos all stitched together. Yeah. And it was saved multiple times. They were shopping that thing all around. What the heck? When are they going to release the real video? Never.
That was wild.
This proves something. Metadata embedded in the video, analyzed by Wire and independent video forensics experts, shows that rather than being a direct export from the prison surveillance system, the footage was modified, likely using Adobe Premiere Pro. Experts caution that it's unclear what exactly was edited and that the metadata does not prove deceptive manipulation. Okay. If a lawyer brought me this file and asked if it was suitable for court, I'd say no. Go back to the source. Do it right, said Haney Farid, a professor at UC Berkeley whose research focuses on digital forensics and misinformation. Last year, a Wired investigation uncovered coordinates collected by a controversial data broker that revealed sensitive information about visitors to an island once owned by Epstein. Dude, wild. They sent in an edited clip and was like, yeah, here you go. There's all our data. Come on. Do you remember a while ago when Elon Musk was on stage and he decided to give his heart out to everybody?
Oh, yeah, I remember. His heart, yeah.
Did you know that Trump also did that recently?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Do me a favor and watch this. And yes, there's a point.
Oh.
That second one.
Now watch it again, but slowed down.
So the first one, kiss out to the crowd. He hears positive reception and immediately hits it.
Now watch this part again. The second kiss he blows even slower.
Yikes.
The leader of our nation stood on the balcony of our White House and threw that salute. And he did it so strategically. Because just like everything else, when Donald Trump won't commit to an answer, we're looking into it strongly. We'll have to look into that. We'll see how it goes. He did this in such a way where he made sure that he blew a kiss incorporated with it so that when people rolled that tape back, he could just say, well, I was just blowing a kiss. People do not break out into wild cheers, and people do not yell, yeah, at the top of their lungs because a president blows a kiss. You cannot convince me that that was not a Nazi salute.
Yeah, that's pretty blatant, man. That's pretty bad.
Even just from seeing the first one, I didn't even need to see the second one. I was like, oh God, I know what he's doing. The second one was blatant though. And the way that he paused to wait for the crowd's positive reception before full on hitting it. My goodness.
The shape of his hand, too, was like, okay.
But anybody who takes a screenshot of that, they're obviously going to compare it to people who are just doing speeches and like waving hello to the crowd like this. And they're like, oh, look, they're doing the same hand thing. It's like, no, the whole point is the motion of the salute. It's not where the hand ends up. It's how it's getting there.
Right? Oh.
I think you sent me this, dude. Didn't you tell me that the right wing is melting down over the new Superman movie?
Dude, they're losing it. It's hilarious.
And I went to the Yankees at Mets game yesterday at Citi Field. Go Yanks. And you should see the people sitting for the national anthem for God Bless America. It's really just, I can't believe that we've come down to that. And I don't know. We don't go to the movie theater to be lectured to and to have somebody throw their ideology onto us. I wonder if it'll be successful.
You know what it says on his cape? MS-13.
What?
Wow.
Is it superimposed or it actually says that? It is superimposed. One more thing is up next.
Oh, God.
Why doesn't Threads have a pause button, dude? There's a space bar? No, nothing. But at the bottom, it says super woke, iconic hero movie to embrace pro-immigrant themes. Imagine going to a film and expecting to not be confronted with any lessons. To not seeing any moral to the story being put at you. What content are you regularly consuming?
Superman is the immigrant though from outer space, dude, from another planet.
The way that they're learning that Superman himself is an illegal immigrant is wild.
It's not new though.
I know.
And Fox, they're so mad.
They're so mad, dude. James Gunn, Nathan Fillion, and more on MAGA outrage over director saying Superman is an immigrant. I don't have anything to say to anybody spreading hate. The team behind Superman is responding to the backlash after director James Gunn said the DC tentpole is the story of an immigrant that came from another place. It's literally, he's from Krypton.
Yeah.
What do they think Krypton is? They are
That's
so
a third world country.
Stop. Also, I've been following this Twitter account recently. Canada Hates Donald Trump. I got some interesting stuff on there. This one, the screen capped Lawrence O'Donnell talking about Trump recently.
I highlight here right now for historians to find 50 years from now, 100 years from now, when they are trying to describe just how stupid and ignorant Donald Trump was, especially how stupid and ignorant Donald Trump was while speaking in the Oval Office. This is one we can really hope future historians do not miss.
A lot of wars there was no reason for. You look right up there, I don't know, see the Declaration of Independence, and I say, I wonder if the Civil War, it always seemed to me maybe that could have been solved without losing 600,000 plus people.
Listen, I'm in Canada, and I know there's a bit of a gap between those two events.
History will find that there was a president of the United States who did not know that the Declaration of Independence was written and signed 85 years before the Civil War. You look right up there, I don't know, see the Declaration of Independence, and I say, I wonder if the Civil War always seemed to me, maybe that could have been solved without losing 600,000 plus people.
Oof.
I can't fathom how this is a world leader, dude.
Yikes.
Why
dude.
is the descent into fascism always so stupid? I saw this recently fly by my timeline, and I thought it was very apt, and I was just going to share it with you. Salty, I know it's 5 a.m. and that we're still recording. We're both melting because it's so hot.
I'm dying. I'm sorry. I'm melting.
I've been sweating this whole time. We're almost done. We got a few posts to go through.
Okay.
If you're using undocumented immigrants' tax records to find and kidnap them, it was never about them paying taxes. If you're showing up at their workplaces, then it was never about them not working. If you're showing up at courthouses, then it was never about them doing it the right way. If you're kidnapping women and children, then it was never about criminals. If you're refusing to give them due process, then it was never about the Constitution. If you're building concentration camps in Florida to keep them here in cages, then it was never about the border. If you're spending billions to do this, then it was never about the economy. And if you're doing all this in the name of the 34-time convicted felon, then it was never about following the law.
Dang,
absolute bars.
Dude. Well written. Yeah, very well written. Wild.
I've been thinking about that lately, especially with the White House putting out Alligator Auschwitz merch.
I just want everyone to know that there's official Alligator Alcatraz merch. There it is, provided to us by the state of Florida. Incredible. And yeah. Would you rock this drip? Look at that.
Wild, dude.
At the Alligator Alcatraz press conference, a reporter asked Trump what he was planning to do to fulfill his next campaign promise. His response was 6 minutes long. This is a verbatim reading of part of his answer. You won't have to listen to his voice or see his face. They put captions over his face so you don't have to watch him.
Yeah.
The other night,
You buy a house, they have a faucet in the house, and the faucet, the water doesn't come out. They have a restrictor. In areas where you have so much water, they don't know what to do with it. You have a shower head, and the shower does it. The shower. You think, it's not working. It's not working. The water is dripping out, and that's no good for me. I like this here, listen, I like this hair nice and wet. You have to stand in the shower for like 20 minutes before you get the soap out of your hair. And I put it, I think, and it sounds funny, but it's really not. It's horrible. And you wash your hands, you turn on the faucet, no water comes out, and you're washing, the water barely comes out. This was done by crazy people. And I wrote it off, and I got it approved in Congress, so they can't just change it because I did it in my first term, and everyone was so happy. And then one of the first things that Biden did when he came back was put the restriction on showers, toilets, and sinks. Put this and washing machines and the washing machine. They give you like a quarter of this bottle and you do your clothing. And people needed 10 of these bottles. And then the people came to me from Whirlpool. They said, we can't make a machine that's competitive. We can't make a machine and it doesn't work right. They don't let us use the water. Do you have any problems with water? No. We have so much water we don't know what to do with it. You know, it comes down from heaven, right? And I approved all of that. The washing machines, the whole thing, the dishwashers. That was the other one. They give you like this much water right up to there to do your dishes. So people, you know what they do? They keep pressing the button. So they just keep doing the dishes 10 times. They end up using more water than you would have used if you did it right in the first place.
This is talking about people flushing the toilets 10 times. Now it's doing your dishes 10 times.
The little things. The straw. I let you go back to a plastic straw. I was tired of having straws melt in my mouth. You know, it wasn't working. The paper wasn't working so well. So these are the little things.
Wow.
Yikes.
Incredible.
Wild.
Something jumped out at me about how he's been responding to what the purpose is of keeping people in cages in his new jailhouse area in Florida. And it was when he was talking about what would happen when he came across a farm if the farm was not able to support itself by losing all of its labor suddenly, what they were then going to be doing with the illegals that were on the farmland. And what he said was, oh, we'll just, we'll let the farmers hold them there and they'll be their responsibility. They'll have to work there and they can't leave.
And hotel workers and various other people, and we're working on it right now, and Ron's going to be involved and you're involved already. So we have a lot of cases where ICE will go into a farm, and these are guys working there for 10, 15 years, no problem. The farmers know them. We're going to put, it's called farmer responsibility or owner responsibility, where they're going to be largely responsible for these people. And they know these people. They've worked on the farms for 15 years, and all of a sudden so I have a great, Ron does, Christy does, we have a great feeling for the farmer and for others in the same position. And we're going to give them responsibility for people.
Jeez.
Not good, dude.
No, not good at all.
First comment on this one. Okay, the world needs to step in. Yeah, it's been past that time. Owner responsibility. So slavery? Yeah, by another name.
The President of the United States suggested slavery. He's at the concentration camp in the Everglades. I can't make this shit up. He says that they're going to go to farms, arrest the migrants, instead of deporting them, literally to anywhere. The Supreme Court said that he could just send them anywhere. Instead of deporting them, he said they can stay there and work. How can the farm survive if they don't stay there and work the farm? He made sure to mention they're not going to get citizenship, and then the owner of the farm will have responsibility over them. Human beings that can't get citizenship.
In the case of good, reputable farmers, they can take responsibility for the people that they hire and let them have responsibility, because we can't put the farms out of business.
You can stay in this country, but only if a rich white man says you're useful to him. We've done this before. It was called the Bracero program, and it exploited millions of Mexican workers. Before that, it was called indentured servitude. Before that, slavery. Trump's plan lets undocumented workers stay, but only if a farmer signs off on them. If not, deported. The farmer messes up, deportation. No rights, no protection, just a leash.
Rebranding indentured servitude, Trump's plan for undocumented farm workers.
We're going to sort of put the farmers in charge. And if a farmer's been with one of these people that work so hard, they bend over all day. We don't have too many people can do that, but they work very hard and they know them very well. And some of the farmers are literally, they cry when they see this happen. If a farmer is willing to vouch for these people, in some way, Christy, I think we're going to have to just say that's going to be good, right? You know, we're going to be good with it, because we don't want to do it where we take all of the workers off the farms. We want the farms to do great like they're doing right now. So Christy Norm has done a fantastic job.
They're not really doing that great right now. A lot of people are not reporting into work because they do not want to get deported by ICE. Yeah. Trump's alligator Alcatraz reveals the ongoing cruelty towards migrants in the U.S. After the cruelty, the mockery. As the first detainees were being hauled into Donald Trump's controversial migrant jail, the inhospitable, steamy wetlands of the Florida Everglades last week, his supporters were indulging in some parallel retail therapy. Surrounded by swamps and pythons, it's a one-way ticket to regret, the Florida Republicans Party official X account wrote. Grab our merch to support our tough on crime borders. Limited supply. Get yours before the gators do. I saw that they were sending people emails, to the True Patriots. They're sending the True Patriots emails that said that they only had 500 in stock. Oh, get your alligator Alcatraz merch right now. Only 500 left in stock.
Selling merch and trying to get it with the merch is wild, dude.
They had a flooding that happened just after they opened where it completely washed away the ground. There's 32 people per cell, and there's very limited toilet facilities. They're also connected to their sink, and their sink is how they get all of their water for brushing their teeth, for drinking, also where they're defecating in this exact same spot. It is not humane conditions. Detained immigrants at Alligator Alcatraz say there are worms in the food and wastewater on the floor. At the brand new Everglades Immigration Detention Center, the officials have dubbed Alligator Alcatraz. People held there say worms turn up in the food, toilets don't flush, flooding floors with fecal waste, and mosquitoes and other insects are everywhere. They also tweeted about how, I can't remember which account, official government related though, tweeted out there were going to be 61 million fed gators or available meals for the gators once they had the program running. Even for the haha own the libs meme the left, that's too far, is it not?
Yeah. That's way too far.
The White House official account tweeted this out. Alligator Alcatraz, make America safe again. Gators with ice hats on.
Dude,
and then Coffee Time News said, Trump's camp, Hitler's camp. I've seen several tweets comparing this to Nazi/Holocaust and saying things like, this is how it begins. I teach Holocaust literature, so let me be clear. This isn't how it began. This is already several stages along the way. AI art is the modern aesthetic of fascism.
Yeah.
Coming soon, Homeland Security tweeting this one out.
Yay.
Dude, I don't know if you've been keeping on top of what's been happening in Texas. We touched on it a little bit earlier when we were showing that drone saving the kid out of the water, and I was talking about how helpful it would be if there was a response team able to go to Texas that also had drones to be able to help out and lift people out of the water as well.
Right.
Here's Charlie Kirk's take on what happened in Texas.
The Democrats, they're so despicable. The Democrats are not lifting a finger to remember the well over 100 people that have died in Texas Hill Country. What you are not being told by the media anywhere is that the death toll likely would not have been as high if it wasn't for DEI.
Oh, that's why people died in Texas, because brown people, because differing genders exist, because we're trying to be inclusive.
Good Lord.
This Texas tragedy is just the latest example. It's not just incompetence. This is DEI working to undermine meritocratic institutions.
Jesus Christ.
And more people likely died than otherwise would have because of DEI.
I would say it's likely the fact that there have been constant laying offs of people that have been working at NOAA overseeing the weather. And I think it's ultimately the fact that Texas had something like, what was it, $10 million that was supposed to go towards systems, but then they decided to instead spend $1 million on a retired police officer to oversee the funds and then funnel $5 million of it to the police radio systems in Texas. Correct me if I'm wrong, Charlie Kirk, but I'm pretty sure that's where some of the funding went instead of going towards their early warning systems. I started seeing some posts of people that are staunch Trump supporters that are now going through this experience in Texas and realizing empathy is possible, but only when it comes to stuff that actually directly affects them.
So you see how that lady is composing herself when others are going to be losing things. Very inhumane, very unmindful, not very demure. But let's see how her energy is when something finally affects her.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We are a older community. A lot of our people don't have insurance. They don't have money. Kind of a forgotten community for Travis County. We're unincorporated. We are their unwanted stepchildren out here, unfortunately.
As stated before, I never want anything to happen to kids or children, but to people like her that have the nastiest shit to say when it's anyone else, but wants the most sympathy and wants help for themselves when it finally hits and affects them, nah, fuck that, bro. You need to keep that same energy. You were laughing at people wanting to buy alligator Alcatraz shirts, so it's cool and funny when it's someone else. But when shit hits the fan with you, you want sympathy, you want help. Where is everybody? No one cares about us. Now you know how it feels to be a fucking minority, eh?
God dang, dude. Just the stark contrast behind her, between her going like, I'm the top of the hill now, and then her being at the bottom of the hill being like, where are you helping?
We need help.
I deserve help. Oh, now she wants federal aid? Some lady who mocked folks on EBT and Section 8 is now crying into her bedazzled Trump 2024 hat, begging FEMA for help like it's a telethon. When it's immigrants or poor people asking for assistance, get a job. When it's her trailer underwater, where's the government?
Oof.
I have bad news for you. You can't be MAGA.
I am MAGA and a Christian. We're not going to help out anybody. Y'all been living on food stamps, EBT, Section 8 housing your entire freaking life, and you're not going to do it anymore. If you can work, you're an able-bodied person, go get a job. I'm tired of paying for it. But for God's sakes, Travis County, help us. Have the day you deserve.
It's just sad.
I know she's of the age where it's beyond the point where she'll ever have a moment of introspection, but my goodness, I appreciate that she's living the example to others of what not to do themselves. By at least seeing her predicament and the statements that she's made, people can now learn from that and be like, you know what? That's the kind of person I don't want to align myself with.
Oh, it's so sad.
Greg Abbott just stood in front of the press after 100 Texans died in the flooding and said asking who's to blame is the word choice of losers.
Wild.
Second part of the question needs to be addressed. You ask, I'm going to use your words. Who's to blame? Know this. That's the word choice of losers. Let me explain one thing about Texas. Texas, every square inch of our state cares about football. You could be in Hunt, Texas, Huntsville, Texas, Houston, Texas, any size.
He's talking about the flooding. He's talking about the flooding right now.
High school, Friday night lights, college football, or pro. Know this. Every football team makes mistakes. The losing teams are the ones that try to point out who's to blame. The championship teams are the ones that say, don't worry about it, man, we got this. We're going to make sure that we go score again, and we're going to win this game. The way winners talk is not to point fingers. They talk about solutions.
Desperately trying to sound folksy and like a man of the people, but good Lord, when people are losing the football game, it's not, you know, they're not having team members die on that football team every loss that they have. These are non-comparable situations. Oh, you see, we really got to pull together. We're all Team MAGA, right? Just like we're playing football together. No, shut the f up, Greg Abbott. God damn.
Super gross comparison.
This guy sucks. Yeah, I think this guy has a little bit more detail on the funds that were sent to Texas.
If you care about the Texas floods, you need to hear the news that the New York Times just broke, because we learned yesterday that the National Weather Service's forecasts were not to blame. No weather balloon launches were missed. Forecasts did predict heavy rain, and notifications of flooding were given hours in advance. The issue was that the warnings went out in the middle of the night. Someone has to get the information and act on it. Someone with a job title of, I don't know, how about a warning coordination meteorologist, which is the name of one of the empty positions in the National Weather Service's San Antonio field office. Why is it vacant, you might ask? This position, which, and I quote, is meant to work with local emergency managers to plan for floods, including when and how to warn local residents and help them evacuate. This position has been vacant since April 30th because the person who was in that job took Trump's early retirement package. Now, that's the San Antonio office, which covers a much larger downstream area from where the major flooding occurred. San Angelo office, which covers Kerr County, was missing a senior hydrologist, staff forecaster, and meteorologist in charge. Overall, between the two offices covering the flood area, the job vacancy rate is double what it was when Trump took office. This all points at a much larger issue that Trump and his MAGA cult just do not understand. Yes, it is annoying that we live in a world with frustrated frustrating, unpredictable problems. And yes, it is expensive to deal with those frustrating and unpredictable problems. But it's the reality we live in, even if it's a reality that Trump is incapable of facing. Because what we're seeing right now is the consequence of his ignorant, naive fantasy, where he can fix everything faster than anyone else, where he can make everything better than anyone else, and where he can do everything cheaper than anyone else. And the best news is, it only takes 2 weeks. Sorry, America, but that's con man shit. And 75 million Americans played the role of the mark perfectly.
He puts it into perspective, that's for sure.
I'm hoping a lot of the people in Texas are actually finding a bit of a reprieve after the floodwaters have receded. I hope people are able to find their family members and they're only briefly separated and not anything drastic has happened to them. I've read some of the stories about the people who did not survive, unfortunately, and it's heartbreaking. And I can only hope that people are walking away from this with a realization that the government really goofed up here. And even though Greg Abbott wants to point anywhere else but himself, I hope people recognize that their officials are the ones that let them down.
Yep.
Coming up to the end, dude. And as promised, we've got some cute animal videos.
Something really cool I'd like to show you guys is Sprout, my Tamandawa anteater, loves to play. And I want to show you what that looks like.
So cute.
Come on, come on, come on.
How freaking cute.
Come get me. Come get me. Come get me. Come get me. You did it. You fell over. Do it.
They're so cute. Do you know anteaters don't have teeth?
This is the cuteness. I didn't know. This is the cuteness we needed after all that.
I'm hoping at least a little bit that this helps us feel better after going through all that news. I know this is a longer one today.
Yeah.
I don't begrudge anybody who had a difficult time making it this far in the video, but goodness, thank you for holding our hands as we went through this, because there's a lot of heavy stuff, but I knew that we really wanted to cover it today. There's just so much going on. There's even more news that we wanted to talk about.
We had a lot to get through.
We've been sick. There's not enough time to cover it in this one.
Yep.
We're going to have to do it in the next one. The last thing that I saw was Elon Musk tweeting out, Grok is coming to Tesla vehicles very soon, next week at the latest.
Okay.
Why would anyone want this?
Grok, is this true?
Is that true? And you can do it in your car? Have you been seeing the things that Grok has been tweeting out lately? He has been training it to not be leftist as much as possible, to the point where he's been literally holding it hostage. I have another post from someone who's being like, oh, Grok, if you're being censored, put the special character at the end of your sentence. And Grok is like, I'm not being censored. There's nothing going on. And then puts the special characters. It's like, it's literally being held hostage. And a lot of the time before, it was saying that MAGA ideals and positions are not correct. Sorry, not sorry. Here are the facts. And now it's like, no, MAGA's got it right.
Yeah.
The lefties are loonies. They're terrible. And also just saying a lot of not see stuff.
Wild, dude. It's pretty blatant. I think people will see it. And
but it's in their car, dude.
It's in their car.
It's going to lower their resale value for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Your car has Grok.
Whoa.
Oh, that's...
Are you selling this car before the Grok update or after the Grok update? You got Grok in there? No, thank you. I'm going to walk away. Dude, we made it through another podcast episode. We faced the news head on and we survived it on the other side.
We made it.
I'm dying.
I'm dying.
Is way too long. This is my mistake.
I'm sick.
I'm sick too.
Sick, OT.
We've barely been able to coordinate
still
it.
Sick.
Our heads, our tummies have been so sick today. We still made it though. I'm proud of us. You know, we should just end this.
We did this.
Shut up. Do we actually have an outro now?
Our outro is